420, everybody. I hope that you're ready. I hope that you're happy and ready to smoke your blunt with me or your joint, whatever you got. Jackie Holiday is coming on with us. Check her out.
Wait though, there go the rules, but I'm safe though. I'm hella sick, got my heart in your face though. Talking shit, then you better hit the brakes, bro. Smoking leaves, no maple. I'm grateful cause I'm earning a check. Girls give me shade cause they're due to impress. I'm living my life, I don't have no regrets. Wake up in the morning with that whiskey breath.
Jameson and weed, Jameson and weed. Man, that's all I need. Man, that Jameson and weed. Jameson and weed, Jameson and weed. That's all I need. Jameson and weed.
Oh, perfect timing too. Hey,
I love that.
how you doing? How you
cool. Thanks
doing?
for playing the song. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm listening to your music. I'm having a really good time right now.
Awesome. I love it. Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
It's good. It's good. I love your music, man. It's really hypey.
Which one's your favorite?
I'm definitely digging the Jameson and weed though.
I love it. I actually wrote that, I think 2017, and I never released it. I just wasn't sure like when the time was right kind of thing. So I had it sitting on the back burner. And then during quarantine, I was like, I can't get into a studio and I want to release something. What do I have that's old that no one's heard? And that was the one. So I'm glad you like it.
It's fire.
Hi, Karina.
I'm a whiskey girl. So for sure. So why don't you tell me a little bit about where you're from, Jackie? I was wondering this whole time.
So born and raised in San Francisco. So that's why I have some of my songs have like the Bay Area hyphy vibe in them. And yeah, I've been here my whole life. I've moved to LA before. I've moved to Phoenix before, but I've been here majority of the time, and that's where I'm at now.
Nice. So you're in LA or you said Phoenix? I'm sorry.
I lived in Phoenix. I lived in LA, but now I'm back in San Francisco at the moment. So
Oh, okay,
I'm
cool.
planning on going back to LA hopefully before the year is over. Just trying to figure out with some work stuff, but I'm in SF for now. Hi,
Nice,
Karina,
nice. You're
and
back in
hi.
the Bay.
Sorry, I'm just saying hi to people that I see that I
Go
recognize.
for it, go for it. You're good, you're good.
And SF Dubs fan, hello, and everyone else that I don't know, hi.
That's cool that you're from SF. I'm from South San Francisco, born and raised. So it's actually really, really cool to meet someone that's as high up as you are and working so hard on putting out her music. I'm actually really, really
Aw,
proud to know
that's
that you're putting
sweet.
out
Thank
super stuff.
you. Thank you. That means a lot to me. It's really fun. It's one of those things where it's a hobby that like I hope turns into a job kind of thing one day. So I just keep doing it until that happens. And if it doesn't, I'm still gonna do it anyway.
Well, you're excellent at it, and I love that you open up for shows and that you're willing to talk to people like me, new fans, and things like that. Definitely
Oh,
commend you
girl, it's
for
my
that.
pleasure.
Sure.
Thank
What
you. Thanks,
inspired you?
Bridget. Thank you, Bridget. I love you.
What inspired you to make music?
Ever since I was a little kid, I liked writing poems. So when I was like 6, 7, 8, I would always come up with these little poems and show my mom. And then one day she actually helped me submit one of my poems to a children's book thing when I was little. And then it got published, and it got published in the book. So I remember getting a copy of the book, and I was like, it was like the proudest moment of my child life. And then ever since then, I knew that I wanted to do something where I could make rhymes. So obviously, naturally, rap was the thing that came from it. So I just always enjoyed it, and it makes me happy to create. So just something I always want to do.
That's awesome. That is so awesome. Poetry, it's where it normally starts for sure. It's the love of
Yeah, I
words.
mean, rap is literally poetry with a beat behind it. All
Yes,
music is technically, but especially rap.
for sure. And your beats are really, really good. Like that's something that caught my eye well, my ear, I suppose, when I was listening to your music, is I was just like, man, those beats in the background. Like you have some good people you're working with for sure. For sure.
Thank you. Yeah, I've had my beats come from different producers, so I don't only work with one, but I've So far, I've had my beats from, is it two producers? I think two, no, three. But yeah, they're people that I know personally that I trust. Like, yeah, Karina just wrote Kaz. Kaz is one producer that I work with. Another one is Coast. He does some of my beats. So Jameson and Weed was Kaz. And yeah, so I tend to like to work with the same people because they already know me. They know my style.
That's really good. That is excellent.
Thank you.
Definitely putting out some good stuff.
I appreciate it. That makes me happy that you like it.
I really do. You know, I like listening to a lot of new things, and when I check out stuff like yours, and I'm like, okay, okay, I see you opening up for people, and you know, just bringing good vibes, good energy. Like that's what your music brings to other people.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I miss performing. Obviously, I
Yeah,
can't
I
right
bet.
now. I had a show that was canceled. I was supposed to do in April, and they postponed it to November, but like I still don't know. None of us know what's gonna happen. So there's a good chance that even though it's postponed to November, that it might not happen until next year.
Mhm.
But it was actually opening up for Young MA, and I'm like,
Nice.
I was so excited about that one. So I'm really hoping
Heck
that
yeah,
like it happens when it's supposed to happen.
it
So I
will.
do I
It
do miss
definitely will.
performing. Yeah.
I bet. I bet. And you know, we'll keep in touch because I bet we can use a great artist like you out here in Seattle. You know, they really need some good
Oh, are you
vibes.
there now? Are you in Seattle?
Yeah, I live in Seattle.
Oh, okay. I thought you were still in South San Francisco.
No, so I was born and raised there, and then one day I got up and was like, I need to move away so I could become somebody. And I came out to Seattle, and I've been meeting people ever since. And this has kind of been like my, I guess my destiny is to come out and meet new people and connect them. So it's
Yeah.
really really cool.
That's awesome. I like that. Seattle's nice. I've been there for I've been there for 2 winters, which was cool seeing the snow because we don't really get that obviously here, and so that was really fun. And then I went there once during the summer, so I got to explore it like both ways. But hi, Bella. Yeah, that's cool. Definitely like to connect with people around the world.
Oh, it's definitely something, and it's a lot of fun. And you know, the cool thing is like if you ever came out here, I mean, you'd have tons of a fan base already here. You know what I mean? Like you're here, you know the vibes. They catch them real quick. So it's
Yeah.
definitely awesome to put people on. My next question to you, though, sliding right on into the next thing is, um, you know, what do you try to inspire with your music? Like, is there a fan base that you're looking to inspire? Are you just trying to keep it, you know, wavy?
I always say that I like to write music that people can have fun with. So I'm not much of a serious writer. I don't write like love ballads and things. Can I? Have I? Will I? Sure, maybe, yeah. I have a song that isn't released yet called Catch Flights, which is a little bit more like on the serious side, but also still rapping and whatnot. So I always say that like I like my music to make people happy, whether it's puts you in a dancing mood or puts you in like a party mood or whatever uplifting scenario you like. That's kind of who I am as a writer. I don't think I could write something like extremely sad or heartfelt. It's just like not really my vibe in terms of music. So
Yeah.
I guess just
And you can
making people
tell, like
smile.
you can tell, of course, you can tell like you're positive and cheery and just and you know what I mean? Like I would be so excited to see you do like a rap battle or something. You know what I mean? That just to
That would
know
be
like that
so
you probably
fun. I should do something like that on IG Live. I'm actually so I decided to perform this Friday on my IG Live since I can't
really
go out and perform, and I've been like itching to do something. So I'm actually gonna do a set basically like at my place with my songs, maybe like 5 songs or so. So yeah, I would definitely like to do a rap battle with somebody. That would be fun.
oh, I'll be there. I'll be there watching for sure. I don't think I have it in me to do rap battles, but I know I can write down some raps and I can get them in.
Yeah, rap battles are hard. I'm not going to lie and say that I'm like some freestyling genius, but I will do it and I will have fun with it. And most likely it's going to be funny. Most people, when they freestyle, they're kind of like taking digs at each other, which is cool to hear, like that 8 Mile style. But I
Yeah,
feel like anything that I would say would just be funny. I probably like wouldn't be super aggressive about it.
Yeah, you don't seem that way. You seem really, really nice. You know what I mean? Like, and that's something that not a lot of female artists are like nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, you can't really get a hold of too many that are just like straight off the bat, like hit you back and are like, I appreciate you and are nice, just like how you are. Like, I haven't encountered something like that yet. And now I have with you because you're excellent and you're super nice.
Oh, thank
And
you.
you seem to get it. You seem to get it as an artist. To go further, you need to interact with your fans, and you're doing that. And you seem like you do that a lot.
Yeah, I always feel like it's not like I feel like I have to respond to everybody or I have to, or pressured. It's like something that I want to do, because without that particular person reaching out, I would have one less stream or one less listen or one less view. So there would be literally no point of me coming out with any kind of creative things, whether it's music or videos or whatever, if nobody was gonna watch or listen. So I always just feel thankful that somebody out there is taking their time. So everything, whenever I say thank you or I respond to somebody, it's always very genuine. Um, Obviously, sometimes I get like creeps in the DM, so I have to
Oh
stop
yeah, we all
responding.
do,
I
girl.
I
Girl,
even
we all
respond to
do.
them sometimes. Like I even say thank you to them sometimes, and then when they keep going, I'm like, all right, this isn't what I thought it was. So, got to draw the
Yeah.
line. But yeah, I appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that.
as girls in industries itself, you gotta always kind of like be wary, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's cool that you do have people that follow you genuinely to see who you are and what you're about as an artist. You seem funny, you seem kind, and that just comes off your page, and that's why I was excited to meet you, for sure. So very
Thank you.
glad that you're here. Very
I'm
glad you're
glad
here.
my Instagram comes off as who I actually am, because obviously Instagram isn't always like that. And do I edit my
No,
pictures so my skin looks nicer? Yes. Do I edit the color so my hair looks more pink? Sure. Like that's what Instagram is. But at the
yeah.
same time, as if my personality comes through, then that's like all I care about. So I'm glad you see it that way.
Yes, because you're right. You don't really know people from their pages for the most part. Um, for the most part, I've been really, really happy with the artists I found because you guys just get it. You know what I mean? You guys get that these fans are waiting to find you as well, musicians and rap artists and aspiring people because mainstream is great. No lie, mainstream is good, but there are something about finding new music and bumping shit that your friends don't have, and you know what I mean, like pulling up something in a
Yeah.
playlist, like hold up, I got someone right here. And that's what I do is I'm pulling y'all up because if I were just to play y'all today going back to South City for me, my
Mhm.
friends would be, where'd you find her at, you know what I mean, like, and
Yeah.
that's what I like.
That's awesome. I appreciate you. Where did you find me, or how did you find me? Now I'm curious, like how I came about your feed.
I roam around on Instagram and I was looking through the hashtag female rappers or female
I'm
artists.
so glad I use that hashtag now.
Yes, it definitely works because, I'd like to have a good ratio of, male artists to female artists because I have a lot of females on my page. I have a lot of, guys that want to make it somewhere. But to me, it always makes me feel good to have, other ladies on. I have four sisters and I want them to see, where you can be or where you can try to go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. So sometimes I don't know if my hashtags are like working or if they're worth putting or whatever. And then you say you found me like that. So now I'm like, cool, it's worth it to hashtag for sure. So thank you for the
Definitely.
confirmation for doing that. That's awesome.
What platforms are you on though right now so I could check you on all your platforms?
I mean, I'm on every streaming platform because the distribution company that distributes my songs just automatically puts them on, so I don't have to like do it individually. So I mean, Spotify,
Nice.
Pandora, Apple, what's it called? What's Jay-Z's one? Tidal.
Title.
Honestly, like everywhere. I mean, I'm even on um, what was the one called where it was like we used to legally download in the 90s?
Oh, LimeWire?
Li-
Oh my God.
yeah, LimeWire. There's another one though. There's a Napster. So
Nah.
Napster is now a
Nah.
streaming app like that you can pay for and listen to music, which is wild because I don't know if anyone even uses it, like what
Yeah.
that's about. But when I was looking at the distribution platforms that I was going to and I was checking the list, that was one of them, and I thought it was so funny that I was on Napster because I used to use
Absolutely.
them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm on everything.
Good. Well, that's excellent because, yeah, I see that you upload a lot of your videos to YouTube, and that's great. I see that you got a lot of followers, people that care to watch what you do, and that's amazing. You know, like as it's coming from the Bay Area, for me, I feel like you have to really grind to get there, and so you're really on the grind to get there.
It is hard. I have many days where I beat myself up like I'm not doing enough, or I haven't done the project that I wanted, or I should have a new song out. And I have many, many, many days like that where I'm like, what am I doing with my life? And why is this person doing, selling more singles, or they're on tour and I'm not? But then there's the days where I don't feel that way and I'm like super inspired and I know that it's hard work and I can't and won't literally ever give up until I die. So, you go through the motions in this industry, no matter what you're doing, whether you're like behind the scenes, in front of the camera, whatever. This industry is nuts. So you go through these roller coasters of emotions trying to get to where you need to be. So I find myself there sometimes.
And just as, a little bit of inspiration on my part, I mean, I know we don't really know each other too well, but keep going because there are people out here that, people you don't even know like me that are rooting for you because you come from where I come from and I want people to hear, the happiness, the vibe, the energy of where we come from, that kind of stuff that it doesn't come from everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate that. And Mario, thank you for the comment. I will not stop the hustle. I always tell people like I don't, even if I don't get a penny out of it, even if I don't do this or this, like I'm never gonna stop because I actually really, really enjoy it. So if someone enjoys cooking, they're not gonna stop cooking because they don't become a chef. If someone enjoys playing basketball, they're not gonna stop playing basketball with their friends because they're not in the NBA. So that's how I look
Yeah.
at music. Like I'm gonna do it all the time when in my spare time, whatever. If it takes off as a career, then I will take that path. And if it doesn't, then it's a fun hobby for the rest of my life.
And you got this. You got this. And that was going into my question of how far you want to take it, basically. And you just answered that for everybody that you
Seriously,
want to take
wherever it takes me, like I'm not taking it, it's taking me. So I'm going to follow its path. So if it's meant to be that I become this superstar that's on tour all over the world, then cool, let's, get to that point. And if it's meant to be that it's just supposed to be my hobby and I'm supposed to do my radio thing or my hosting thing, then awesome, great. And that's what I'll do. So I'm not too worried about it where it'll take me. It's more just like how much I enjoy it on a daily basis.
Yep, it's about the journey.
Yeah, it is a journey, that is for sure.
That's excellent. That is so cool. Well, I have one last thing for us to do here on the show that I host here. Basically, I play one of your songs and you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to write it.
Okay.
Um, I know it's kind of a shock to some of the artists of different things that I pull up. I think that's what's the most fun. Um,
Yeah, this is fun. Let's do it.
yeah, so let's go ahead and pull something up. Let's see something that I was listening to. How are you keeping up during quarantine? How's everything going with that?
Everything's fine. Yeah, like just like with my music, like I was saying, I have my days where I'm like, ooh, I'm sick of this. I need to get out. I want to go do something. And then other days I'm kind of used to it and I just let it be what it is. I try to stay creative. So that's why, I started my Instagram live show. It's clearly like a popular thing to do because why not? We have the time. So just trying to stay occupied.
For sure, for sure. I get that. I've been doing the same thing. I mean, we're on day in Seattle here, probably like day 70 something. It's been crazy. But we keep going. We try and be positive about it. I have my
Yeah, that's all
days.
you can do.
Yeah, we all have our days. Sometimes I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know if my energy is going to be right for this because I'm not in the mindset of it, but still got to do it. Still got to do
Girl,
it.
I've had, believe it or not, like when I had either a IG live show or I also host trivia for this 90s trivia thing that I do, like I've had
Yeah.
certain days where I was just crying about something like 4 seconds before I had to go on and I was like, all right, hey everyone. Like that, it is what it is when you have a job or a hobby or whatever and you got to kind of turn that off and turn that on. So it happens to all of us.
Yeah, it totally does. All right, here we go. I have this song, and I'm sure you'll recognize it. It's called Off Me.
Hey.
Definitely like that one.
Stay up off me, I'ma leave you high and dry. Stay up off me, boy, bye. Stay up off me, cause I don't have the time. Stay up off me, quit playing with my mind. Stay up off me, I'ma leave you high and dry. Stay up off me, boy, bye. All these scrubs, they try me on my last nerve. But you know me, I'm just gonna swerve. I'm the main course, you're the hors d'oeuvre. I'm a dictionary, you're just one word. You're mistaken if you hating, cause I'm cool. You're unleaded, I'm premium, tank is full. Riding all alone, but you in the carpool. Straight up now, tell me all I have to. All these drugs, they try me on my last nerve. But you know me, I'm just gonna swerve. Either buy me a drink or get out of my face. That's called, and son, you're in my space. It ain't gonna work. I just wanna twerk up. I'll be at the club, putting in work up, taking shots, getting hot in the spot. My thoughts never stop smoking pot. Stay up off me, cause I don't have the time. Stay up off me, quit playing with my mind. Stay up off me, I'ma leave you high.
All right. Oh man, that was pretty good. And I love your video. Like, I wish I could somehow share the video. Everybody go watch this video, okay? This video is dope and
Thank
it's
you.
hilarious.
Shout out to my friend Pete Motion. He did all the motion graphics in that video. That car, the little toy car that's in the video is like, I had reached out to probably 30 or 40 companies and said, I'm doing a music video. Do you want to sponsor me? Like, I'll write you in the caption, like I'll give you credit. And I got a car sent to me from one of the companies that I reached out to. And I was that's another thing, like, work hard. If you want to try to get something, you've got to reach out to people and be persistent. And that's how I get stuff like that. So that was a really fun video to shoot. Like, really fun.
It's hilarious. I'm sitting here laughing about, like, you know, just all the little details, and it's cool because it has a lot of details you can catch in the video. Not many artists do that, so that's really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, I had fun. I mean, you know, when you have a low budget video that you have to shoot, you have to be creative, and that's why I try to get the car for free. All the guys in the video are just my friends that agreed to be shirtless. It was really hard for me to find guys that I know that are my friends to be shirtless in my video. Everybody was very, very shy. I got a lot of, hey, thanks for thinking of me, but like, no, I'm embarrassed, or I don't have my summer bod. And so I was like, I don't care what you look like. I just need you to do this. And I finally got a few guys to not be shy and do that. So one of the lowest budget videos ever, but I had so much fun with it, and I made it like as creative as I possibly could.
And it's excellent. And you know, what inspired you to write it?
I was in super single mode at the time. So like, now I'm in a relationship. So, you know, you always write about things that you're like feeling at the time, inspiration. So I was like very single mode, you know, that was like after a relationship I had. And then I was like, as soon as people find out you're single after a breakup, they like start sliding into your DMs like, hey girl, what happened? And it's like, I didn't have time for that. I didn't want to talk to any other guys. I was like, all I wanted to do was be alone. So I decided to write that, like, stay up off me, boy, bye. Like, I'm not in the mindset for you right now.
That is dope. I really like that. That is cool. Every
Thank
guy
you.
that sends you something awkward, you're getting this music video in your DM. Just gonna forward it
Seriously.
on. Be like, you get the vibe, okay?
Yep,
All right.
exactly. I love it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it a
Welcome.
lot. If you ever want to perform, I know my fans would be 1,000% happy with you coming on and maybe rapping for us a little bit.
Yeah, I would do that. That sounds fun.
That'd be awesome. Definitely let me know. We'll keep in touch. Thank you again. I
Yeah, sounds
appreciate
good.
all the time that you took to spend with me today.
No problem. I enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day.
You too. Stay positive. Stay lit out there. Stay safe.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. So that was Jackie Hollywood. Let me hold on here. I've been smoking this joint and having such a good time. Drink some water. I stay a little hydrated. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right. So Jackie Holiday. Holy shit. That was amazing. What an excellent artist, and very pro and very kind and very sweet. She seems like a very great person. I would check out her music and support her 1000%. You know, hey, shout out to the Bay Area artists of San Francisco, California. You know what I mean? If you guys are here, if you guys are listening, this is that platform to get to connect with everybody while we smoking, while we session. Just hang out, listen to some new music. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, you know, and she was very beautiful too. Everything all and above. So thank you guys for watching. Have an excellent day. Stay lit, stay positive, and stay safe, okay? Do those three things for me, and I'll see you tomorrow.